Welcome back. The kids are back in school and your hectic schedule begins. But don't stress out because Mel has got a quick and easy skillet dinner to fit your busy lifestyle.
Back to school is perhaps the most stressful time of year for the busy, hard-working family. School shopping, lunches, after-school activities, fundraisers, homework, playtime, bedtime, and in between it all, dinner's got to be cooked. Today, with one baking pan and one skillet, I'm going to show you how to make my mess-free, stress-free chicken parmesan. Let's get started. The electric skillet was my back-to-school secret weapon. I relied on it a lot more than my crock pot because the majority of my recipes just couldn't be cooked perfectly in the crock pot. This nice big electric skillet allowed me to feed my family of 5, and when I put the lid on it and set it on warm, it enabled them to be able to come and go and grab a really hot meal in between their busy schedule. I promised you mess-free and stress-free, and that's exactly what you're going to get. I've lined a baking pan with plastic wrap and I've put a sheet of parchment paper in the bottom. I'm using 10 chicken tenderloins today, and I'm using 10 because when I wrote this recipe a long time ago, I had 3 kids, so 10 tenderloins fed the 5 of us. I've lightly pounded them with the flat side of a meat mallet, which took about 30 seconds, and I've salted and peppered the tops, and now I'm just sprinkling them with flour. I'm going to take them, pick them up with my fingers, flip everyone over, almost done. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing to the second sides. And now I'm just going to let these sit for about 3 minutes to let the flour absorb some of the moisture from the surface of the chicken. Okay, my chicken is all rested, and what I've done in this little container here is I've beaten 3 large eggs with about a 1/4 cup of water, and I really beat it good so that the eggs are completely incorporated. And I'm going to pour my egg wash right over the top of my chicken. And I'm just going to tip the pan a little to get it to spread out across the bottom. And what I'm going to do for the next minute or so is I'm going to flip all my chicken over. It's not going to coat it on the first flip. You're going to have to do this 1 or 2 times. Just spread them around, just get all that wonderful egg wash. You'll know when you're done because all of your chicken will be wet on both sides. You won't see pieces of flour. It's a little messy on your hands, but it's really easy to clean up when you're done. All right, that looks great. They're all coated in the egg wash. Now just give me a second to wash my hands, and then we're going to coat them in our breadcrumbs. Chicken is all coated in the egg wash, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. I'm using panko because they're really crunchy. You can use classic Italian style breadcrumbs if you like. I'm just going to pat this into the tops. And we're only going to coat the chicken on the top side here because when it goes into the pan, I'm going to put them in coated side down, and then we'll coat the second sides in the skillet. I've melted 4 tablespoons of butter into 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and I still have my skillet at a relatively low heat, about 200 degrees. And I'm going to pick up my tenders, and I'm going to put them in this pan, breadcrumb coated side down, side by side, real close together. All right, and as for that mess-free, this is really mess-free. I don't even have to wash the baking pan. I'm just rolling up this plastic wrap and throwing it all away. Wipe my hands, and we're back in business. I'm going to take my panko again, my breadcrumbs, and I'm going to sprinkle them over the tops. We're still at a pretty low heat here. Pat them in. You can't hurt yourself. This isn't hot enough to hurt you. Almost done. Okay, a few more here. Last one. You need another piece. You need a little bit more up here. Looks great. Now it's time to crank up our heat. And we're going to go to about 250, 260 degrees. And I'm going to let these saute for about 6 minutes per side until they're a nice light golden brown. These are done on the first side, and they've been in here about 5.5 minutes. They're beautiful golden brown. And right before I flip them over, I'm just going to add a little drizzle of extra olive oil up the center of the pan, so that when I flip them over, the second sides have some fat that they can brown in. Beautiful golden brown, just beautiful. And we'll let these cook on the second sides for about 5.5 to 6 minutes. Okay, the chicken is golden brown on both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the skillet back down to 200 degrees, just a nice, safe, warm temperature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle the tops with some Parmesan cheese. It wouldn't be chicken Parmesan if I didn't put Parmesan cheese on it. As much or as little of this as you want. And last but not least, I'm going to fold a slice of mozzarella cheese and put it on the top of each one. Hungry? I am. Two more. And the only thing left to do is put a lid on it and wait for the cheese to melt, and then it's time to eat. I don't usually try to tell people what to do, but if you're a parent in a busy family, an electric skillet is a smart investment. It allows you to pan fry and saute burgers and chops. It's perfect for pancakes, grilled cheese, and even reheating leftover pizza. So remember, when the school bells ring and in between, one skillet meals go a long way to fit your family's busy schedule. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.
A quick and easy chicken parm dinner? Count me in. Now when we come back on the center of it all, we talk to the doctors at the Cleveland Clinic.